Hi, third graders, it's Mrs. Zetterholm. Here's a question for you. How could you make a paperclip? Yes, just a regular paperclip. How could you make a paperclip move without even touching it? Do you have any ideas? Let's learn a way to solve this question or this riddle. Once we go over it together, you could ask your family, maybe your mom, dad, grandma, aunt, uncle, cousin, this same question and show them the answer. So for this activity, you are going to need a couple of supplies. If you don't have them, that's okay. You can just watch how it's done. And then if you ever get the supplies in the future, you could try it then. But I do want you to finish the video, even if you don't have the supplies to try it today. Here are the supplies you will need. You'll need a magnet. You'll need a paperclip. You'll need some fishing string, and you'll need some pieces of tape. So let's get started. We're going to try to make this paperclip move without even touching it. So here's what you're going to need to do first. You're first going to need to take that fishing string and tie it to one end of your paperclip. So this is what it's going to look like on one side. One side of the fishing string won't have anything yet. One side will be tied, one will be loose. After you've tied it on tightly, you're going to tape the other side down to the table. So you can see here that one side is tied to the paperclip, one side is taped down to the table, and this paperclip is just sitting flat. Now remember, our goal is to make this paperclip move without even touching it. I'm wondering if you have some ideas about what they're going to do. Do you? Let's see how they use the other supplies. Oh, here's your other piece of tape and your magnet. You're going to tape the magnet on the palm of your hand. This way it's going to look hidden when your hand is over top. Now, you will just put your hand on top of that paperclip and you're going to see that it is going to move. Now, look at this. It's moving in that upward direction towards the bottom of your hand, the palm of your hand, because of that magnet. And you can see a space between the magnet and that paperclip. So you can move it sideways, forwards, back, and it won't even be touching anything. Remember, if our goal is to make that paperclip move without touching anything, it shouldn't be stuck right to the magnet. So you can see that they've left a little bit of space. Let's watch. So cool. They're moving the magnet without even touching it. So here are some questions that we should discuss. Oops, I'm going to make myself a little smaller. There we are. So once you've played this trick or this little magic activity with someone you know, or even if you can't do that, you're going to ask some questions. So let's think about them together. What's causing that paperclip to float? Do you know? Pause the video. Think of an answer. All right. What's causing that paperclip to float? Well, it's the attraction between the magnet and the paperclip. That's what's causing it to float. There's an attraction between the two. Here's your next question. How is the paperclip able to move if the magnet's not even touching it? We know that things are magnetic. You probably have a fridge and you've played with magnets before, but this paperclip's not even touching that magnet. So how is it able to float or move? Well, here's your answer. There's actually a force between them. Yes, I said force. We just finished our forces unit. Forces are a push or a pull. So there's actually a force between those two objects. There's a force between the magnet and the paperclip that is attractive, making them move together or closer together. One last question. What other things might be able to float or move without touching them? If you tied something else up, what could do the same thing as the paperclip? Have any ideas? If you said something like another magnet or iron fillings or really anything made from iron or nickel or cobalt, then you're right. Those are things that will have that same force between them, that attractive force that will make it move towards the magnet, but you could keep your hand just a little bit higher to make it look like it's floating or moving without even touching it. So if you have these materials at home, you could try this on your own. If not, I hope you learned something new. This is a pretty cool trick and a pretty cool thing to teach your family if you haven't already seen it before. Have a good day.